In proceeding with this presentation, the focus will be shifted into identify the first part of the assignment, which is to analyze where am I now and whether I'm satisfied at the place I'm at, and whether and what experience have I gained so far. In answering the first part, that currently I am I'm in the pursuit of acquiring another qualification. Previously, I've managed to acquire a undergraduate qualification, which is a diploma of human resource management. But however, now I'm in the pursuit of acquiring a postgraduate qualification in human resource development. So to answer the question of whether I'm satisfied or not, I would say that I am not totally. I am satisfied, but I'm not totally satisfied as of at the place I am right at this moment. Because as a person, we all have targets that we want to meet, and so I would say that I didn't meet the targets. Yes, I did graduate, but I did not graduate in the manner that I wanted to graduate in. Which is, we all want to graduate in a high note. Some people want to graduate with the cum laude, and some people want to graduate with distinctions. So I didn't meet those kind of targets. To carry on with the third part of what experience have I gained so far, unfortunately, I haven't gained work exposure yet. What I mean by work exposure, I haven't been recruited in the human resource field yet. So I'll say that that would be some sort of unfortunate to me. But then again, I've managed to acquire some skills such as communication skills, because I've been a tutor for 2 years, you see. And then during those time of being a tutor, I've managed to master the art of communicating. How did I master that art? I've mastered that art in a way that during those interactions with students, it would be easier for me to portray my message. I wouldn't have to communicate twice the same thing over and over. I could have just communicated once and they would understand what I'm trying to say. So that is how I determined that I am competent in terms of my qualification, and my communication skills have improved enormously. So in proceeding with this presentation, the focus will be shifted into identify the first part of the assignment, which is to analyze where am I now and whether I'm satisfied at the place I'm at, and whether and what experience have I gained so far. In answering the first part, that currently I am I'm in the pursuit of acquiring another qualification. Previously, I've managed to acquire a undergraduate qualification, which is a diploma of human resource management. But however, now I'm in the pursuit of acquiring a postgraduate qualification in human resource development. So to answer the question of whether I'm satisfied or not, I would say that I am not totally. I am satisfied, but I'm not totally satisfied as of at the place I am right at this moment. Because as a person, we all have targets that we want to meet, and so I would say that I didn't meet the targets. Yes, I did graduate, but I did not graduate in the manner that I wanted to graduate in. Which is, we all want to graduate in a high note. Some people want to graduate with the cum laude, and some people want to graduate with distinctions. So I didn't meet those kind of targets. To carry on with the third part of what experience have I gained so far. Unfortunately, I haven't gained work exposure yet. What I mean by work exposure, I haven't been uh, recruited in the human resource field yet. So I'll say that that would be some sort of unfortunate to me. But then again, I've managed to acquire some skills such as communication skills, because I've been a tutor for 2 years, you see, and then during those time of being a tutor, I've managed to master the art of communicating. How did I master that art? I mastered that art in a way that during those interactions with students, it would be easier for me to portray my message. I wouldn't have to communicate twice the same thing over and over. I could have just communicated once and they would understand what I'm trying to say. So that is how I determined that I am competent in terms of my qualification, and my communication skills have improved enormously. So okay, in proceedings now, as a person, I I'm an introvert in terms of a personal type. So as an introvert, I have a specific key strength that I do possess. So it is whereby I'll shift the main focus into identifying my key strengths. So the first strength that I do have is that I I have high self-confidence. The second strength I do have is that I am creative. The third I have the third strength that I do have is that I have an open mind. The fourth and the last strength that I do have is that I'm independent and decisive. Now it is whereby I will shift the focus into identifying my weaknesses, because I believe that you can never have, you can not only have strengths and don't have weaknesses. So my weaknesses are, as I've mentioned before, I'm a person who has a high who is high self confidence. So sometimes I might be so confident that I tend to be arrogant. So one of my weaknesses is that after being in position of being self-confident, I might tend to be arrogant and not to listen to other people's points of view and opinions and ideas. The second weakness that I do have, sometimes I might be overly analytic. What I mean that now that I'm an open-minded person with many ideas and maybe a creative person, because a creative person, when you are a creative person, it means it entails of having many ideas that are flowing in the air. So at sometimes I might overanalyze situation, which is sometimes could be unnecessary and might hinder some certain processes. So the last weaknesses that I do have is that I tend to be judgmental at sometimes. So after analyzing the first segment, which was where I am, it is whereby the focus will be shifting into the second segment of this whole presentation, where I explain where I am going in terms of my future and my career. So where am I going, right? Uh, I would answer this question by first identifying my ideal job. What is my ideal job? Which job do I want, or which industry do I want to work in? So my ideal job is to be a skills facilitator, a skills development facilitator, right? And the characteristics of this job title includes like doing an ATR, which stands for annual training report. So I would like do annual training report for the company, and then after doing that report, it is whereby I will take that report and comply a work skills plan. A work skills plan is usually complied by asking funding from seaters. So like I will do this work skills plan in identifying the skills needed by employees on an individual level. So after identifying these, to thereby I would then go to ask for this grant, in which I would then take these people who needs training and go put them in training facilities. If I am equipped with these training, I can also provide this training to these employees who need the training. So it is an ideal job that I do want to work in. And yes, there are jobs that there are vacancies that do have these kinds of job. Go. So after identifying where I want to be in terms of my career, it is whereby I'll shift my focus into identifying where I want to be in terms of my personal life, right? Within a space of 1 and within a space of 5 years, right? So where do I want to be in terms of personal life within a space of a year? Is that personally I would like to have a good state of mind, right? I want to be healthy. I also want to be physically fit, because in order for you to be consistent, resilient, you need to be in good shape. So within a space of a year, I'll be working on developing my own self, so that I'll be positive in terms of my mindset. I want to be in a good shape, so that the thing is, the main aim is to be resilient and to be consistent, right? So I also want to expand I would also want to, through this, I think I could also expand my faith, because when you're applying for certain jobs, at some jobs you tend to be declined, or you might have sent your stuff in the wrong way, but then through faith, at the end you tend to get a breakthrough. So within a space of year, in terms of my personal life, I would like to work on myself, be positive, generating a positive mindset, be healthy, man, right? So where I want to be in the next 5 years, right, in terms of my personal life, I would also like to be financially stable within a space of 5 years. So I would like to be like financially dependent on my own self. I don't want to be depending on other people or funding from other sectors. I would like to also to be dependent on myself. Go. So why do I think an employer should employ me? Is that I'm a very energetic person, right? So I believe energy goes hand in hand with speed. There's no substitute for speed. If you're a person that has speed, I think you're more competent in the workplace. As I've mentioned before, I have good communication skills. This can help the company to go. This can help by communicating with employees, making them understand stuff they don't understand. As I said, that it would be preferable for me to work in a training and development environment, because I like to interact with other people. So the other thing that I believe that makes me to be an return on investment is that I have a high eagerness to solve problems. I can solve problems by being creative. That can help me to solve certain problems. I might even solve the organizational problem. So the other thing that makes me to be a competent person is that I'm very efficient when it comes to Microsoft Excel, right? as I had used this for maybe for 4 years in the institution where I am right now. So I believe that I'm very efficient when it comes to Microsoft Excel. I have a lot of interpersonal skills, right? And I'm very competent when it comes to school. I'm a very hardworking person, right? And yeah, so that's why I think that I might be a return investor, because I'm based on productivity. Everything I do is based on productivity. So I'll be a great manager. I'll use my managerial skills in order to be a return on investment. So that's about it. In closing, this was the last part of the presentation. So I would say thanks for the platform that is being provided, because it's not all the time that you tend to portray your plans and your goals. Also, it also challenges you also raise questions whereby you know where you're going in your life, because some people don't know, they can't identify their goals specifically, and they can't measure them as of when they are going to accomplish this goal. So I think that I do know where I'm going, because through this, it is whereby I am now determined on where I'm going. So I'd like to say thanks for the time, and thanks for the platform that has been provided.